Pat Zepps would take over in the interim. The previous leave for Chief Gramsa took place during an investigation into a decades-old misconduct, a case later found to have no merit. The Democrats, they have wrapped up the first day of their virtual convention that happened yesterday with a number of different speakers. Among them, independent Senator Bernie Sanders and former Republican Governor of Ohio, John Kasich. Former First Lady Michelle Obama delivering the keynote address, urging supporters to, quote, vote for Joe Biden like our lives depend on it. And the convention will continue tonight. News 9's Phil Aldridge is in our newsroom now with a preview of what we'll see. Phil.
Hi, Melissa. Day 2 of the virtual convention has the theme, Uniting America, Leadership Matters. Featured speakers tonight include former Attorney General Sally Yates, Senator Chuck Schumer, Caroline Kennedy, and former Presidents Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton. Speaking on behalf of Democrats, Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin says Vice President Biden's experience, both good and bad, are what makes him a leader worthy of the Democratic nominee.
He's seen the sort of struggles that real Americans face, and he gets it. And I think that's a critical component.
Meanwhile, Republicans are staying busy. The president was in Arizona today, and the president's son, Eric Trump, visited the Badger State. Tomorrow, Vice President Mike Pence will be in Milwaukee. RNC officials say they're pulling out all the stops to show their support for Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's a very pivotal state for the president, for our re-election chances. We feel great about our election, obviously our re-election, but we also feel very, very good about our chances here in Wisconsin.
Back to tonight's DNC, Joe Biden will be formally nominated as the Democratic Party candidate, despite not accepting that nomination until Thursday night. You can watch Day 2 of the convention tonight on WAOW. ABC's coverage starts at 9 o'clock, Melissa.
Thank you very much, Bill. Another winning day, Tony. We can't complain about this weather. It's just been rolling along for a couple weeks now.
Pretty spectacular overall, and let's see how nice it is out there. And we've got our cameras fired up. This first one is from Marshfield, and you'll notice that dealing with a lot of sunshine, just a few scattered clouds showing up. And as we check out the view from Rhinelander with our Ripco Credit Union camera, again, quite a bit of blue sky, some of the puffy cumulus clouds as well. Now, temperatures this morning were generally in the low 40s to low 50s. It was kind of chilly out there, in fact, down to 42 in Merrill and Eagle River, 45 in Anago, 49 in Marshfield, and around 50 in Wisconsin Rapids and Wausau. Now, pretty much everybody is in the 70s, very comfortable out there with lower humidity, so get out there and enjoy. And the winds are mostly from the northwest, around 5 or 10 miles per hour. They'll be getting quite light tonight. We're watching a weak weather system north of us causing a few sprinkles in Lake Superior. This might bring a sprinkle to the extreme northern tip of Wisconsin by tomorrow morning, but that's about it. And our temperatures this evening will be dropping from 72 down to 53 degrees later on in Wausau, a few upper 40s in the north. And enjoy that nice view of some flowers as well from Denise and Wisconsin Rapids. I'll have a full forecast, including a little more humidity when I come back.
Very colorful. Thanks, Tony. Today marks the 100th anniversary of American women gaining the right to vote with the ratification of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution in 1920, with 3/4 of the states approving the measure. Of course, Wisconsin was the first to do that. The push for women's suffrage began in the mid-19th century with generations of women's suffrage advocates marching and practicing civil disobedience to get women the right to vote. Among those who fought, Susan B. Anthony, who was tried and found guilty of voting in the 1872 presidential election. And today, President Donald Trump said he would sign a pardon for Anthony.
I will be signing a full and complete pardon for Susan B. Anthony. She was never pardoned.
The president also signed a proclamation today declaring August National Suffrage Month. And we'll take a look at how the 19th Amendment's passage is being celebrated here locally. That's new in our 6 o'clock newscast. No changes will be coming to the U.S. Postal Service, at least for now. That news coming today after Postmaster General Louis DeJoy says he's holding off on those changes until after November's presidential election. DeJoy has been under fire and is set to testify before a Senate committee on Friday and a House committee next week. A former CIA officer is facing charges that he spied for China. Department of Justice officials say that Alexander Yuk-Ching Ma, who also was a contract linguist for the FBI, disclosed secret trades and information on sources. According to a criminal complaint unsealed yesterday in federal court, he met with Chinese intelligence officers over 3 days in Hong Kong in March of 2001. Convicted felon Roger Stone drops his appeals on felony convictions, but why remains a mystery. President Trump commuted Stone's sentence on 7 counts of lying to Congress and witness tampering during his work on the 2016 Trump campaign, but the convictions remained. The former political consultant to the president did not give a reason for dismissing his appeal. Today, News 9 is proud to sponsor the United Way with a call for help. We are raising money for the organization, which has also been greatly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The United Way, of course, helps so many people in our communities across north central Wisconsin in ways that you might not even know about. So this evening, News 9's Nina Paholke sits down with a Taylor County mom. She shares how United Way is keeping her hope alive.
When someone presents themselves in my office, typically they have nowhere to sleep that night.
And in desperate need of help.
They have nothing but, the clothes on their backs.
Jessica Mudgett is the board president of Taylor County Supportive Housing, one of many Taylor County organizations funded by the United Way.
Without the United Way, a lot of these smaller nonprofit agencies just can't make it without our support. So we are so grateful when people are able to donate to us fiscally, or by actual donation.
And Jessica sees firsthand the need for funds to help residents like a single mom and her 3 kids.
She came in my office in tears. Certainly, I wanted to help in every way that I can.
This family benefiting from a volunteer project, among other things.
We created 64 personal care kits, and we had a shampoo, body wash, a hair comb or a brush, toothpaste, deodorant, and tissues and some wipes.
Helping so many in our area.
I knew that I was able to definitely put her up in a motel room. But I also wanted to make sure she had food for her and her kids. And I wanted to make sure she had toiletries for her and her kids. And, so I was able to provide her with all of those things.
And leaving a lasting impact.
She was so thankful, just so grateful for the help that she received. She just really said it was a turning point for her, in her life.
Knowing that everything that we did directly affected community members in my community, kids that my kids go to school with, people who I see at the grocery store. It's really impactful to know that there's a direct connection between our efforts and all the local communities that really work hard to make these kinds of campaigns successful.
In Taylor County, Nina Paholke, News 9 WAOW.
And every dollar counts. You can donate several different ways. Today through August 23rd, all you have to do is mail a check